Hello and welcome to today's lesson. What I'd like to do today would be to continue on. So far we've looked at static chords. We've looked at our approaches to the static A minor chord, or in fact any minor chord, just in the 5 forms. We've looked at the arpeggio. We've looked at the 3 colors, the 9th, the 6th, the 10th note, the bluesy note, the 4th. And we've also analysed some of the outside notes, the flat 9, major 7, the raise 5, the flat 5, and the major 3rd. We've introduced those into some of our lines. So we've covered some of that in our previous lessons. What I'd like to do today would be to put a small blues progression that you heard on the intro of today's lesson. I'll show you through the chords of that, and we'll see how we can weave our ideas as the chords change. And we look at the scale choices we have on each of the chords. But before we get started, let's tune up. Here's our low E. One more time. Our A string. Our D. Our G. Our B. And finally the high E. In the short backing track that you heard at the start of the lesson, the chords being played, the 1 chord A minor, in this case I'm playing an A minor 7th, and it moved to the 4 chord, D minor 7th, and here we had a 2-5 in the key of A minor. We had a B minor 7, flat 5. If you're not familiar with this, I'll just give you the fingering. The 2nd finger, 7th fret, 6th string. 3rd finger, 7th fret, 4th string. 4th finger, 7th fret on the 3rd string. And tuck your 1st finger back here on the 6th fret on the 2nd string. Avoid notes, 5th string open, but the back of your 2nd finger will take care of that anyway. So, and also the high E, we've taken care of there with the back of the 1st finger. So, B minor 7, flat 5, also referred to as a half diminished chord. Okay, and the other chord, the 5 chord, E7, sharp 9. And we could also use a flat 9. So here we have our raise 9 and our flat 9. You'll see these voicings in previous lessons, so a 2-5 and back to our 1 and finish on the and back. I think on the second time round the progression, we'll actually, instead of the minor 7 flat 5, we'll half step into the 5 chord by playing F9. Let me just give you the fingering for that. 2nd finger, 8th fret, 1st finger, 7th fret on the 4th string, and we bar 3 in behind here on the 8th. It's a very common movement in blues, in minor blues. Here we have a raised 9 with a raised 5. Experiment with these voicings and get used to the sound of them. That's more important. We can use clusters of them. We can